Magandang araw.
Good afternoon po to each and everyone. Yan, siguro nagtataka kayo bakit ganito ang itsura namin ni Tutor Arlene. Yan. So bakit nga ba Tutor Arlene? Ano bang meron ngayon? So bakit ba ganito
Arts
ang ating
Festival.
aurahan for today?
Okay, so we are representing by wearing our headdress, celebrating the Riot Festival of San Fabian.
Yes, so we are participating and celebrating the National Arts Month. So kaya napapansin niyo, we are wearing our headdress. So ano nga ba tong symbol na ipinapresent namin sa inyo ni Tutor Arlene? Yeah, so it's about the San Fabian Town Fiesta and the Riot Festival. So here in the province of Pangasinan, specifically in the town of San Fabian, we are actually celebrating the Riot Festival. So ano ba yung the Riot Festival? Dito sa amin, we are actually celebrating two na talaga namang napaka-prosperous na masasabi naming factors. We have the Daralusan and the Dayat, kaya the Riot Festival. Yan. So kung makikita nyo, we are showcasing actually the products of Pangasinan and also in San Fabian. So tingnan nyo naman, kitang-kita sa aking headdress. I have here yung mga sinisimbolo doon ng aming the Riot Festival. Meron po tayong fish dito, specifically bangus. Yan. So we are the bangus capital dito sa Pangasinan, specifically the Dagupan City. Then we also have here yung product namin such as yung tuyo. Yan, we are having a tuyo dito na talaga namang napakasarap. Then we also have yung aming the best na tupig. Yan. So kung mapapadpad kayo sa San Fabian, makikita nyo lahat itong aming mga products. Yan. So, Tutor Arlene, ano naman ang iyong headdress? Ano naman yung sinisimbolo niya?
Ako, nakita ko lang online. Okay. So, nakita ko yung mga fish dyan, mga, nag-print na lang ako. hindi ako kasi buong mo, wala akong,
so si Tutor Arlene naman, nire-represent naman niya yung bangus, which is actually a product, one of the best products here in Pangasinan. So kung may time kayo, lalo na medyo kailangan din natin mag-unwind, come here po sa Pangasinan. Yan, napakarami po ninyong makikita. And we are actually celebrating different festivals. Napakamasayahin ng mga Pangasinenses. Yan. We have the Riot, we have Pindang Festival, we have Bangus Festival, marami. We have the Puto Festival, Mango Festival, napakarami po. And I hope that maybe some other time na free kayo, makapunta po kayo sa mga festivals na ito. Okay, so nagtataka na naman sila, parang bago na naman ata itong subject na to, Tutor Arlene. So again, this is the second semester. Yan. So I'm with Tutor Arlene. I am your Tutor Tina or Tutor Christina. And we will now be going to discuss with you yung quarter 3 week 1 ng inquiries, investigation, and immersion with a specific topic ng brainstorming for research topics. Yan. With again, yours truly, Tutor Tina and
Tutor Arlene.
And si Tutor Arlene. And I believe that you are now ready to learn. Then join us as we begin with our research journey. Yan. So, ready na yata si Tutor Arlene. Tama ba, Tutor Arlene?
Oh, yes. So,
ready, Tutor Arlene. And I believe that you learner researchers are very much ready. So, for today, we will be unlocking different learning objectives. Ano kaya itong mga learning objectives na tinutukoy natin? So, first, we have to discuss the different issues and ideas in your respective fields. Then, ano ba yung susunod, Tutor Arlene?
Okay, the second, appreciate the importance of brainstorming to come up with the best issue to cater to.
Okay, then for the third objectives that we will be unlocking for today, we need to prepare to plan a research agenda in preparation for possible issues or topics of a research study. Yan. So, itong mga objectives na to ang ating i-unlock for today. But before that, I want to greet ang aming SDO, Schools Division Office of Pangasinan 2, headed by our very competitive SDS in the name of Dr. Danilo C. Sison. Greetings also to our ASDSS in the name of Sir Wilfredo Sendapayen and also with Dr. Arlene Casipit. I want to actually greet again yung ating mga PSDSS, yung ating mga EPSS po sa division. So mabuhay po kayo sa napaka-extraordinary diligent ninyo na talaga namang pagtatrabaho. I want also to greet ang aming pong school head in the name of Dr. Jesus B. Nazareno, together with our very competitive na senior high school assistant principal, si Sir Rolando D. Maluga. And sino pa bang babatiin natin? Tutor Erdin, of course, ang ating mga kasamahan sa San Julian National High School. Yan, so hello po mga teachers, students, and you, your learner researchers. Okay, so bago po tayo sa ating mga learning tasks
for today, online na ngayon para maki-answer sa atin. Okay.
Yeah, so we will be actually measuring how well or how far your comprehension and your ability to absorb ang aming mga research na mga topics and mga concepts. Gawin muna natin itong first na activity natin. So, ready na ba kayo, our dear learner researchers?
Yes.
And okay, for the direction, write the word fact if the statement is correct, and write the word bluff if the statement is incorrect. So, it's a matter of a fact or a bluff. Ready na ba kayo? So, ready na ba ating mga tutors, like Tutor Ardeen? Yan,
yes, ready na.
Okay, number 1.
Ako ng cellphone para makita ang kanilang mga reactions or answers. Yes. Sino makapag-answer sa okay.
Yan. So, pwede po kayong sumagot at mag-comment sa ating Facebook page ng inyong mga kasagutan and have a chance to be greeted by us, me and Tutor Ardeen po, para bigay naman kung nakuha ninyo ang mga tamang sagot. Okay, start na po tayo. Number 1. Research is an investigation or experimentation aimed at the discovery and interpretation of facts, revision of accepted theories or laws in the light of new facts, or practical application of such new or revised theories or laws. Is it a fact or a bluff? Ano po kaya? Pwede po kayong mag-comment ng mga answers ninyo sa ating chat box. Yan. So, siguro, Tutor Ardeen, pwede kong alisin na itong bango sa aking mata kasi hindi ko masyadong makita. Yan. So, parang face reveal natin si Tutor Tina.
Yeah, malinaw yung salamin talaga na answer.
Okay, so,
tingnan natin
kung tama ang mga sagot nyo. Yan.
May mga sumasagot na.
According to Joseph Bulaklak, fact. Ganun din si Christine Tobia, fact. Meron ding answer si Shaina Alabado. And so, as with those Rainier Rizua, they said it's a fact. Let's see, Tutor Ardeen, if they are correct. Yes, they are. So, it's a fact pala. Yan. So, research is actually an investigation or experimentation. Tamang-tama pala ito. So, nakuha ninyo yan. Yan, continuous pa rin. Tutor Ardeen, ang pagme-message nila sa ating mga chat box. Yan, they... according to Jamela Portugal, fact. And so, as with Marilyn de la Cruz, fact daw. Okay. Keep on sharing po ang ating DepEd Itulay na Facebook page. Information on TIs. Okay. Number 2. Research provides the best solution for some of the world problems and also enhances the knowledge of the researchers. Is it a fact or a bluff? Sa tingin mo, Tutor Ardeen, ano kaya ito? Is it a fact or a bluff? Yan. So, hi to Tutor learners. Nakakatapos lang maituwid ang kanyang first episode sa Practical Research 2 na napanood namin kanina. Yan. So, nanonood din daw po ang senior high school ng SDO Isabela. Yan. So, according to Jamela Portugal, it's a fact. Yan. So, si Christine Tobia, fact din daw, Tutor Ardeen. And so, as with Rose Rainiel Ritua, fact.
Ay, answer nila.
So, makikita natin si Lovely Ann. Hi, Lovely Ann. We also have, according to Ma'am Victoria Arcibayan, hi, Ma'am Vicky. So, fact daw. Ano ba ang tamang sagot, Tutor Ardeen? Tingnan niya natin. Yan,
so, it's a fact.
It's a fact.
Yes. Tama. Tama sila.
Bakit kaya tama to, Tutor Ardeen? Kasi sabi dito, best solution. Of course, you're going to give the best. Hindi tayo mag-settle for just the good and the better, but we need some best solution to, of course, solve some problems because that is the role
So
of
research.
research, to solve
Research
problems.
science. That's the
Okay, number 3.
Okay.
Research does not inform action, proves a theory, and contributes to develop knowledge in a field or study. Ano kaya ito, Tutor Arlene? Mukhang marami-rami na naman ang nag-message sa atin. So, keep on spreading the
Nagsulat
information.
yung answer
Spread
ko for number
natin
3.
ang
Pakitype
Facebook
na.
page ko para po makaabot sa mga nangangailangan ng mga estudyante in this time of pandemic. Napakalaking tulong nitong DepEd Itulay online tutorial, no, Tutor Arlene? Kasi nabibigyan natin
Naka-online na natin yung mga estudyante din.
Yes,
And then na-issue
information ng ating mga
Nandito na naman.
learners.
Si Joseph
So,
Conrad Bulaklak, nangunguna palagi. Nag-answer.
Oo nga, Tutor. Napansin
niya,
din ni Tutor Arlene, nangunguna talaga siya. Then, si Keisha also, bluff.
Search ulit.
Si Jamela Portugal, bluff daw. Yan, so
Andyan
si
na naman si
Bea
Bea
Sulayo,
Isabel
bluff
Cruz.
din.
Bluff, ang
Yan,
sabi din
according
niya,
to
ang answer niya.
Jocelyn Jean, bluff daw. Okay, so ano nga ba? Tignan natin ang correct na answer, Tutor Arlene. Yes, it's a bluff. Bakit nga? Bakit according to the statement, it was not
learners
action.
natin.
It's the other way around. So research informs or does inform an action and proves a theory. Yan. Kaya nga tayo gumagawa ng research or we are researching because we need to prove a certain theory. Kaya nga siya theory, meaning to say, until now is hindi pa siya napuprove kung siya ay true na talaga. So, ito yung mga existing na mga problems na ngayon ang kinakailangan ang research. Okay, number 4. An inquiry is a method that has the aim of extending knowledge, undertaking doubt, or solving a problem. Is it a fact or a bluff?
Yan. Mga learners. Napaka-message na inyong sagot. Yes, tingnan natin sino na
so,
naman.
So, according to Lovely Ann Hugo ng Grade 12 Humes Concord, good afternoon daw. Yan. So, ano kaya ang tamang sagot? Tingnan natin. Oh, it's a fact. Because research actually is the way of inquiring or asking for something. Yan. So, it's a method that has the aim na to extend the knowledge. It's not just actually extending lang, but more of undertaking the doubt or specifically solving a problem. Everywhere we have problems. Therefore, everywhere dapat meron tayong research. Yan. Kasi ang role ng research is to solve different problems that we encountered in our daily lives. Kaya nga po meron tayong research in daily lives. Yan. Tama ba, Tutor Arlene? Yes, next. Number 5.
Okay, so
brainstorming is a way of acquiring ideas that will not help you to develop concepts and focusing techniques by asking questions and knowing the interest of the persons involved in the said issues. Is it a fact or a bluff? Yan. So, tingnan natin ang answer ng ating mga learners. So, according kay Bea, yan. So, it's a fact. So, according to Victoria, kay Ma'am Victoria Chibane, kay Christine Tobia, bluff.
Number 5.
Tama
ba?
Bea Isabel Cruz, it's a bluff.
Number 5.
Kay Conrad, bluff. Yan. So, kay Jamela Portugal, it's a bluff. Kay Bea Solayo Ariza, it's a bluff. Okay, let's see if you're correct. Yes, you are. Bluff pala ito. Kasi nandito nakikita natin yung word na not. Yes, so brainstorming is actually a way of... Yes, tama si Tutor Arlene. So dahil nandoon yung word na not, so it's actually a way of inquiring ideas that will help us. Yan. But ang nakalagay dito is not helping us. So, hindi dapat yun. So, pag sinabi natin brainstorming, we need to interact with one another kung meron man tayong co-researchers dyan or someone na sa tingin natin can help us to plan or to execute ang ating research for the betterment of the society or even in the community and at school. Yan. And sabi dito, focusing techniques by asking questions. Yan. So, pwede po tayong
Yes.
mag-ask din ng questions through our comment box dyan para po naman makarating sa amin ang inyong mga questions at mabigyan natin yan ng kasagutan. Okay, so napakarami pong nagsasabi ng mga correct answers. Halata na napakahusay ninyong mga learner researchers. Okay, and for that, good job kayo dyan. Then let us now sharpen your memory by recalling the previous research concepts you had. Yan. So, Tutor Arlene, ano nga ba yung i-recall natin for today? So, the difference between a qualitative and a quantitative. Yeah. So, Tutor Arlene, take it away.
Okay, so when we say qualitative research, okay, this involves processes, feelings, and motives, the whys and the hows, and the product in-depth and holistic data. That is for qualitative. While in the quantitative research, it aims to characterize trends and patterns. Okay, another, usually concerned with generating hypotheses from data rather than testing a hypothesis, ang qualitative research. At when we say quantitative research, it usually starts with neither a theory nor hypothesis about the relationship between two or more variables. Okay. Another one, a third, uses either unstructured or semi-structured instruments. Okay. For qualitative. For quantitative, it uses structured research instruments like questionnaires or schedules. So, mag-float ng questionnaires usually sa quantitative research. Okay. Ang qualitative research, ayun, may mga structured, open-ended questions yan. Okay. Either unstructured or semi-structured. Okay. For another one, fourth one, uses small sample sizes chosen purposely. For qualitative, small sample sizes lang. For quantitative research, uses large sample sizes that are representatives of the population. Kaya nga quantitative, kuha tayo ng mga percentage ng population. Okay. Another, has high validity, ang qualitative. For quantitative, okay, has high output replicability. Okay, take note of the difference. Another one, used to gain greater understanding of individual differences in terms of feelings, motives, and experiences. For qualitative, for quantitative, it's used to gain greater understanding of group similarities. And another one, uses more flexible processes. For qualitative. For quantitative, uses structured processes. Okay, you have the input, the output, and the process. Ganun. And the last methods include field research, study, and secondary analysis for the qualitative research. And for the quantitative research, the methods include census, survey, experiments, and secondary analysis. So that's the difference between the qualitative and the quantitative research.
Yan. So, napakahusay ni Tutor Arlene sa pag-discuss ng difference between a qualitative and quantitative research. Actually, this was discussed sa ating practical research 1 and practical research 2 na subject. And tinuro sa atin yan ni Tutor JJ. Nakakatapos lang sa kanyang first episode ng practical research 2. So, keep on watching the research series para maintindihan niyo ng maigi kung ano nga ba ang research. Yan. So, aside from the differences ng qualitative sa quantitative research, hindi lang kasi to tutor, no? Tutor Arlene, hindi lang siya pretty qualitative. We are talking about yung mga behaviors lang. And sa quantitative, something related to number. Hindi lang siya ganon. There is an in-depth na difference talaga between their qualitative and quantitative. And it was mentioned by Tutor Arlene kanina. Ayan, so napakaganda naman ng binigay sa atin ni Tutor Arlene ng mga differences. Now, remember that in preparing for a research, we have undergone yung 4 steps na tinutukoy natin, in which for the number 1, we need to focus. What are we going to focus ba? So we focus on the problems or yung mga topics na sa tingin natin is kinakailangan natin na gawan ng research. maybe it has something to do yung sa nakapukaw sa attention natin. Pwede rin naman because we are experiencing it now. Pwede because
Yes.
nakita kasi natin na parang it has to be addressed. Kaya I need to focus on this specific topic or a specific problem. So, after you have coming or focusing on doon sa ating topics or sa problem or yung possible problem and topics natin, we need now to decide. Deciding
Yun.
on what? Among those topics or problems that we have encountered or we are actually experiencing, which among this ang sa tingin mo na priority mo? Yan. So, yan, tandaan natin ha. Dapat alam natin mag-prioritize. Sana ito yan, prioritize, no? Tutor Arlene. Yan. So, after deciding now kung ano ba yung pinaka sa tingin mo na kinakailangan gawa ng research, you now understand the problem. So,
Yes.
you need to dissect, analyze, think out of the blue kung ano nga ba yung mga sa tingin mong possible na makatutulong sa'yo to be able to address this specific kind of problem. We have different problems in our community. Lalong-lalo na sa ating society and even sa school pa lang, di ba? Napakarami nating problems. Pero bakit until now, it is still considered as a problem? Maybe, yun
You
na ang
get
calling
the
natin.
solution.
Yes, na tayo
Mm.
pala makakasagot at makakasolve sa problem na yun. So,
Yes.
kailangan intindihin natin at i-analyze natin ano nga ba ang mga possibilities na pwede kong gamitin para makuha ko ang kasagutan dito. Then after that, after now understanding the problem, you need now to decide on the problem. Dito na, you are going to plan for the structure. You outline kung ano sa tingin mo yung magagamit mo. Be it in the specific problems or in your general problems, dapat naka-indicate yan. You now need to plan yung iyong outline or research outline to be able to start doing your full-blown research. And also remember po natin, ito po, in preparing for a research, sabi nga dito, the problem is actually yung pumupukaw sa attention mo or you think that it is most interesting to you, i-prioritize natin yan, mga Tutor Arlene. Yan. And also, yung existing problems in the class. Napakarami nito, lalo na during face-to-face classes natin. There are lots of existing problems that needs to be addressed. Yes. And that is now your role, mga learner researchers, to help actually the school, the community, to be a better na school or community. Kaya gumawa tayo dahil nga research ay buhay, di ba? Everyday we need to research. Yan. Then, there must be an existing needs of the community or society na i-address natin. So, ito yung mga dapat natin itinitake into consideration in choosing or in creating our researches. Of course, the area of the interest, specialization, or the event from related fields. Actually, Tutor Arlene, no, ito yung kadalasan na talaga namang kino-consider ng ating mga learners, yung area ng interest nila. Hindi naman talaga tayo makakagawa ng isang specific research kapag hindi yun yung nasa area of interest natin or specialization, di ba? Kasi somewhat hindi tayo bihasa. Hindi tayo ganun ka-expert sa field na yon. So, why choose that? So, of course, we need to prioritize yung nasa area ng interest at specialization natin. Then, prevailing theories and philosophy. Let's say, for instance, you have a specific theory na medyo doubtful ka. So, how are you going to handle the situation? Are you going to say na, okay, so the book says na itong theory na to pala i-proven na, so let it be. So it's not actually dapat ganun yung thinking natin. If we are doubtful in a certain theory or if we are doubtful in a certain situation, we need to address that. We need to give an answer doon sa pagiging doubtful natin in the form of research. So pwede natin i-consider yon. Yung medyo sa tingin natin is naguguluhan tayo, why not nagawa natin ng research para bigyan ng clarity yung doubtfulness natin. Now, I believe, Tutor Arlene, na sila ay mga certified alert and ready to do learning task number 1. So, Tutor Arlene, ready na rin po ba kayo? Ayan, okay. Let's do learning task number 1. Okay, Tutor Arlene, take it away.
So for the direction, put a heart if the statement is correct and put a X if the statement is incorrect. So about the criteria in choosing a topic. So we have discussed before. Now, let's do the task number one and try to answer. And you're prepared if you really are prepared to do your research topic. Number one, okay. Heart or X? Number one, it should be something new or different from what has already been written about. Okay. So put a
Okay,
heart
so
or an
tingnan nga
X.
natin, Tutor Arlene, napakaraming nagko-comment sa ating comment box. Yan, so
Natin.
mga learner researchers, yan, samahan niyo si Tutor Arlene para sa pagtuklas nitong ating learning task number 1. Yan, so ano nga ba ang correct answer, Tutor Arlene?
No? So heart and X na tayo ngayon, ha? Ang i-message nyo.
Yan, so
Okay.
yan, Tutor Arlene,
Sir Juljul Ramos.
may nag-comment din po si Lawrence
Si Lawrence nag-heart react. Okay.
Si
So there,
Tutor
it should
Juljul, yan.
heart
Si John Mark din,
Ay, bakit
Tutor
heart
Arlene,
react?
nag-heart ka. Yan, so,
Diyan na,
the
mga
correct
learners
answer
natin.
is
So,
heart
heart reacts in lahat. Okay. So, it should be something new or different from what has already been written about. If may na-encounter kayo mga problems before or topics na baka sa mga research, so, maybe you can do a little twist, okay? But you can continue the research study, but it should be something new and different from what was already been written. Kaya heart react. Yan. Okay, pwede i-continue yung previous studies. Okay. Kasi nga, okay. Number 2, okay. Put that as a second. You should be smart. What is smart? When we say smart as, okay, this is an acronym for systematic. M is measurable, A is attainable, R is reliable, and T is time-bounded. Okay. So, okay. Message if we
so,
heart
according to John Paul Ceballo, Tutor Arlene, heart daw. Ganon din kay Shine na Alabado, heart din daw. And so, as with Christine and Jesslyn, heart din daw po, Tutor Arlene. Tama po kaya sila, Tutor Arlene?
Heart. Tama, yan, heart. Kasi dapat smart talaga ang paggawa sa research. Ayan, it is an acronym nga, isa ko na yung acronym ng word. Smart is systematic, measurable, attainable, reliable, and time-bounded. Matatapos nyo siya in 1 semester. Ayan, next Dr. Artina. Okay, number 3. It should not consider the availability of data involved in the study and the methods and techniques to be employed in gathering them. Okay, heart or X? Okay, message. Answer for number 3. Let's see.
Yan.
Tama
so,
ba yung statement?
Kung tama ang sagot nila, Tutor Arlene. Yan. So, someone said na X daw. Yan. So, may mga learner researcher tayo dito, Tutor Arlene, na nagsasabi ng X. Tignan nga natin kung X ba ito.
Yes, of course. Again, there's the keyword not. So, X yan. Diba? Okay, diba,
Yes,
Tutor Arlene? So, it should not consider the availability. We also have to consider the availability of data involved in the study. So, paano kayo magre-research kung walang mga data? Diba?
Yes.
Okay.
So,
and then,
if
yung
there is no data,
methods and techniques, okay, and gathering them.
Okay, next.
So, yun ang importante. Number 4. Okay, next. Heart or X? It should not be significant to the field of study or discipline. Message number 3. Heart or X?
Okay, and so,
tama ba yung statement?
May mga nagsasabi, Tutor Arlene, X daw ulit. Yan, so, according
to
X daw. Yan,
okay,
so,
from grade 12 Concord.
Si Christine din, Tutor Arlene, X daw. So, tignan nga natin kung tama sila, Tutor Arlene.
Okay, puro X sila. Okay, tama. So again, there's the keyword not. So it should not be significant to the field of study or discipline. That is wrong. X yan. Kasi dapat significant, of course, to the field of study or discipline. Gaya ng mga strand natin, may STEM, may ABM, may HUMS. And by the way, may palapit na tayong first research conference na nag-itulay. Okay? May mga nag-send na ng kanilang mga research abstract.
Keep on sending your abstract. Yan. So shout out natin ang ating mga students sa San Fabian National High School to please send now your abstracts para we can experience now kung ano man yung mga experience natin sa ating Itulay Research Congress. Yan. So number 5.
Yung mga research yun. Okay, sharing your research. Number 5, the last one, heart or X, it must necessarily arouse intellectual curiosity. Okay.
Yan. So, ano nga ba ang mga sagot nila? Sa according to Maria Elena, heart daw, Tutor Arlene. So, ganun din po kay Maria, so si Maria Elena, heart, nag-heart po siya. And so, as with Bea Isabel Cruz, yan. So, from, I believe, San Fabian National High School. So, Justine, heart din po siya. Yan. Hi, Tutor June again. So napaka-active ng ating
si Lawrence Marcos Inese.
So, let's see if they are correct, Tutor Arlene.
Ang dami nilang nag-answer. Okay. So, very active ang mga learners natin.
Kaya
so
talaga namang researchers talaga nila.
Also ng mga readers, it must necessarily arouse intellectual curiosity also. So pag nabasa, nakita yung title na yung of your interest na topic nga, na problem yun, and then mababasa din ng readers, they will read your book, your research study, what is the outcome, what is your mga suggestions there, okay, solutions to that problem. Yan, pabasahin nila yan talaga. And then, makaipagpatuloy din nila yung research natin na gano'n.
Okay, next.
Number 6, mayroon pa. Okay. So, heart or X, it should not consider the availability of effective instruments for gathering the data in their treatment. Okay. Message, answer now for number 6.
Commenting po sa ating comment section ng inyong mga sagot. Yan. So,
may keyword na dyan.
Keep on sharing also so that we can spread yung ating information sa 3Is, lalong-lalo na doon sa ating mga senior high school from different regions and even doon sa atin pong mga senior high school sa mga provinces. Yan. It's a very big help in this pandemic. Kaya keep on sharing po and keep on commenting so that may chance po kayo later on na mabigyan ng Tutor of the Week Award. Yan. So, ano nga ba ang kanilang mga sagot? Tutor Arlene, tignan natin kung tama.
Yeah, marami. Puro sila X. Okay. Again, because of the keyword not, right? Tutor Tina, X. It should not consider. Of course, we have to consider the
Yes, so dapat natin talagang i-consider ang availability. Yeah, it's one of the factors in making an effective research talaga. Yung meron kang dapat na talagang pagkukunan ng information. Research will not be possible, Tutor Arlene, no, if we do not have data to be used. Yan. So, hindi magbibigay ng reliable and valid na answers. Okay, next.
Number 7, heart or X, it should consider the financial capacity of the researcher to support the project. Okay, there. So, message ulit.
According sa ating mga learner researcher, Tutor Arlene, yan. So, ayan, may mga bumabati din po, si John Michael Lagmandiado. Good afternoon po. Good afternoon din, anak. So, according to Jesslyn naman, Tutor Arlene, heart daw. Ganon din si Shim. Heart. Yeah. So, they keep on commenting heart. Tama po kaya sila, Tutor Arlene?
Okay. So, heart, of course. It should consider the financial capacity. So, yung kaya ng finance, pag-finance natin nakakayanin talaga natin ng researcher para masuportahan yung project. If not, there are also mga financial institutions na nagpapa-research din to finance such project, mga research project.
Yes, lalo-lalo na, no, Tutor Arlene, doon sa talaga namang ang research natin is nagre-require ng broader talaga na area. most specifically, kapag field na siya ng agriculture, kapag field of medicine, yan.
So,
Kaya
support
nga po
naman
tayo, di
natin.
ba, Tutor Arlene, meron tayong mga nagpi-finance sa mga research. Sa
Yes,
answers, meron
yes.
tayong BERF na nag-finance ng ating mga research.
So,
And so as with
kayo
different
mag-hesitate.
na mga program din po ng government natin. So DOST actually, di ba po, yan, so nagsusupport sila financially sa isang research if they can see that it is beneficial
Oo.
to us
Research.
humans and even in the society. Yan,
Important.
ganoon din po ang Department
And
of
that part,
Agriculture.
yes.
Yan, sila nag-finance sila ng mga research natin. Then, number 8,
DOH.
Tutor Arlene.
Yes. Ito ngayon, no? Okay, number 8, heart or X, it should consider the time factor involved in the undertaking. Okay, again, number 8, tama ba? Heart or X, ano ang sagot? What are your answers?
Yan. So, good afternoon daw. According to Alex Diluna, good afternoon.
Sir Jason, good afternoon.
So, ano nga ba ang tamang sagot? Yan, they keep on reacting, Tutor Arlene.
Afternoon,
So,
Alex.
yan,
Borja.
tingnan natin.
Okay, Christine
Tama
from
kaya ang
Christine
mga
to
sagot
be
nila?
heart. Yes. Shermay Dadap, Bea Isabel. Okay, puro heart react sila. Okay, tama. It should consider the time factor involved in the undertaking. Yung time-bounded sa SMART, letter D sa last, diba? Dapat matapos nyo siya sa isang semester. Kasi, parang mag-graduate na kayo. Ano ba? Kasi, gagawin na sa, itong increase investigation and immersion natin. Okay. Since grade 11, nag-start kayong mag-study sa qualitative research 1 and then quantitative research 2 ng first sem ng grade 12. So, dapat ma-polish nyo so ngayon yung research study nyo na yan for the 3 I's, increase investigation and immersion, para ready na yung inyong abstract, yung inyong research paper to submitted. Ready na eh. And then, mag-graduate na rin kayo. And then, may nai-contribute pa kayo na solution sa isang problem na research study. Okay? Makakatulong for future researchers. Okay, there.
Yan. So, thank you so much, Tutor Arlene, for reminding.
Number 9,
heart or X. Yan.
Yes. Okay, number 9 na tayo. Heart or X, it should be a hard one for a beginner to be carried out within a limited period of time. Is that heart or X?
Yan.
Number
So,
9. Dami.
mga
Ito, my heart.
comments tayo, Tutor Arlene. Yan. Dito medyo na sila, no, Tutor Arlene, medyo nagkaiba-iba na sila ng answer. May nagsasabi ng heart, may X. So, tignan kaya natin, Tutor Arlene, kung ano ang tama.
Okay, sige,
kung ano ang tamang sagot. At muna sa kanila, ang correct ang kanilang mga answers.
Ayan.
Yan. So, X pala, Tutor Arlene. Bakit kaya X
should
dito,
be a
Tutor
hard
Arlene?
one? Hindi naman. Okay. Dapat for a beginner, it should be yung light lang siya na kayang-kaya nilang gawin. And not, not a hard one for a beginner. Beginner pa lang, diba? Okay, to be carried out with
Tutor Arlene. So, dapat let's do it step by step and slowly but surely.
Mahirap ang research. Madali lang siya. Noon. Ay, hindi kayo pinapahirapan ng research. Okay.
Doon muna tayo sa medyo easy muna at sa sa tingin natin is madali lang naman bigyan ng solution. Then as we have ang in-depth na understanding natin sa research, doon tayo ngayon mag-pursue doon sa medyo sa tingin natin average. Then let's go to hard one or sa tingin natin na pang-pro na talaga na research. Yan. So kaya nga tayo meron ng subject sa senior high school na research, Tutor Arlene, no, to train our learner researchers na talaga namang masaulo at saka maging pro in terms of research. Yan. So, napakarami pa
rin maning-mani na nila yun. Okay. So, as early as elementary, may mga special science high school na research na sila. Yes.
Yan. So, in San Fabian National High School, yan. So, we are both from San Fabian National High School po, by the way, no? So, in our school, meron din pong research na ang aming grade 10, yung aming mga special science class. Okay, so, yan, good job na naman pala sila, Tutor Arlene. So, na-complete na ang kanilang task 1. So, meron silang task 1 completer badge na. Yan. So, actually, what Tutor Arlene have mentioned serves as our guides. Nagiging guides natin siya as to choosing a topics or problems na sa tingin natin is magiging reason kung bakit magkakaroon tayo nitong research natin na tinutukoy natin. So these topics or problems, actually, ang kanyang primary goal is for an intervention or a specific project or a specific program. Yes, that's the role of research. Tama, Tutor Arlene. Hindi lang inaral natin yung problem. Hindi lang natin siya kinuhanan ng data as to what do we think yung dating ng ating mga research. But aside from that, ang pinaka-goal niya is to provide intervention or projects or specifically programs to solve these specific kinds of problems. Yeah, just like for example, you know the dilemma of the students ngayon, di ba? Alam natin yung dilemma ninyo because we feel you na hirap tayo sa ating lecture in a modular approach dahil nga po meron pa ring pandemya and ilang years na tayo ilang years na nating pinakikisamahan ng pandemya, yan. So, hindi lang basta uupo ang inyong mga teachers, and specifically, ang ating Department of Education. That's why different interventions, different programs and projects, and we are very blessed to have this eTulay online tutorial as one na tinatawag naman talaga natin intervention to help you, dear learners, to adjust dito sa ating new normal at sa pandemic na learning natin ngayon. Tama po ba, Tutor Arlene? So, sa mga nahihirapan, keep on browsing ang ating eTulay Facebook page and even yung YouTube channel natin para naman ma-update talaga kayo sa mga topics na seems to be too difficult for you to do it alone. Pwede rin po kayong humanap ng inyong peer na sa tingin ninyo if mabibigyan din ninyo ng kaliwanagan, sabay kayong manood ng eTulay online tutorial sessions in different subjects from kindergarten up to our senior high school. Yeah. Now, so what are those examples ng mga projects or yung mga guides na tinutukoy natin? Yan. So we have here topic or issue, the causes, effects, and interventions of projects or programs. Let's say, for example, yan, the community waste problem in a specific area. Sabihin natin sa community ninyo. So makikita natin laki ng problem natin sa waste disposal. So are we going to just see ang laki ng problem namin sa waste disposal? And yun na, nag-end sa napansin nyo. So, what will now be your step? Alam ninyong may existing problem. So, nakikita nyo yan, may causes tayo dito. You analyze the causes and the possible effects. Tama, Tutor Arlene? So, siguro because of the improper waste disposal that we are actually practicing. Marami talaga sa atin, kapag nagbubuyasan tayo, diba? Tama, basta lang tayo magtapon ng waste natin sa labas ng sasakyan o kaya naman magtapon tayo ng waste dun sa labas without even noticing kung ano yung possible na mga effects nun. And of course, pwede rin yung inconsistent implementation of community waste program. Is there a program na binibigay ng ating community or ng school as to how we are going to solve this community waste problem? Ano po yung possible effects niyan? So sabi dito, widespread waste, health problem. Now, you know already the causes and the effects. Are you going to just sleep and let it be na, ay, alam ko na yung problem, so alam ko yung possible effects niya. So, itutulog ko na lang. Are you going to do that? Yan, of course not. You need to plan for the interventions or project or program. I'm telling you now, you as an ordinary learner has a great impact dito sa solution. Hindi mo dapat mamaliitin ang iyong sarili na student lang ako, ano maitutulong ko? Napakalaki ng maitutulong mo. So, yan ngayon ang binibigay kong challenge sa inyo ng mga dear learner researchers natin as to how are you going to help solve the community in addressing your community waste problem. So sana kung masa kayo sa challenge natin, pwede kayong mag-post sa ating Facebook page or even pwede kayong mag-PM sa atin kung paano nyo nga ba tutulungan ang inyong mga community to help solve this specific kind of problem. Yan. So another topic or issue naman is the availability of tools and equipment in TVL's now. So, ano ba yung subtopics na? Pwede siguro yung list of equipment in the laboratory. Then, analyze the causes and analyze the effects. Ano naman na magiging intervention nyo dyan? So, pwede kayong mag-comment sa ating comment section
Yes.
kung ano sa tingin nyo ang magiging intervention nyo, ang projects na pwede nyo gawin, or ang programs na pwede nyo gawin. Yan. So, keep on commenting sa ating comment box para mabasa natin. Yan. So, ano nga ba ang mga possible na mga interventions natin?
So far, we have 1.9 billion viewers.
Yes. Pwede ba tayong gumawa ng alternative na mga tools? Tutor Arlene? Yan.
Yes,
like
of course.
diba, tutor? Yan. Kasi ang Pilipino ay likas na resourceful. So, if we do not have imbudo or a funnel na gagamitin natin, let's say for example sa baking class, di gumawa tayo ng alternative, i-cut natin yung bote, yung plastic bottles, then di ba yun yung karamihan na ginagawa, and then alisin natin yung takip. It's now an alternative to the one you buy doon sa supermarket na imbudo. Sa Ismaw naman, ito yung sa welding, yan. So wala tayong proper equipment, gagawa ba tayo ng paraan para magkaroon? Yes. We have our different stakeholders who can help sa ating problems. Yan. So, it's up to us to be resourceful. Actually, ang kalaban natin dito, Tutor Arlene, is yung mga sarili natin as to how well are we going to solve a certain problem sa pamamagitan ng pagiging resourceful natin. Okay. So, these examples are now pwede natin gamitin yung tinatawag nating research agenda. Yan. So, ano ba yung research agenda natin? So, example natin sa academic track. So, we have the topic, the types of research, the methodology, and the importance. So, community-based problem ang ating topic. Ang type of research na pwede natin gamitin, let's say for example, is a qualitative research. Then sa methodology, let's do an interview or a survey questionnaire. Yeah. So, how are we going to address this waste problem? Pwede tayong mag-interview. Mag-conduct tayo ng survey sa ating community. Ano nga ba ang dahilan bakit nagkakaroon tayo ng waste problem? So, ito yung pagkukunan natin ng mga data, yung ating mga members sa community. How about the importance? We need to provide awareness and information about the Clean and Green Project and Health and Sanitation Project. Di ba napaka-importante nito? Actually, in the Department of Education, we are actually promoting yung clean and green schools. Yan. Kaya po tayo may mga gulayan sa paaralan, and even we continuously conduct ang ating mga clean and green projects, yung mga tawag dito, tama, Tutor Arlene, yung nagko-coastal clean up din tayo. Yan. And even meron tayong MRF. Yan. Sa ating mga schools para ma-address yung problem natin sa ma-address natin yung problem natin, Tutor Arlene, sa basura. Yan. So, another example. Yan. So, research agenda in the TVL track naman. So, we can have the topic of the level of effectivity of TVL in small offering. So, anong type ng research ang pwede natin dito? Pwede naman ng quantitative and pwede rin ng qualitative. It's up to you on how are you going to draft your research. Then, in the methodology, again, interview and survey questionnaire, pwede rin natin yung gamitin. And ano nga bang importance niyan? So, to provide data as basis for the improvement and enhancement of the TVL small offering. Always remember, in conducting a research agenda or in crafting your research agenda, dapat itong 4 na important na mga factors na to ay nasa inyong mga research agenda. Be it in your academic track or if you are in the TVL track, kayang-kaya nyo to. Lalo na at isa kayong mga mahuhusay na mananaliksik. Yan. So, yan pala, Tutor Arlene. Na unlock na natin ang ating mga learning objectives. Yan. So, you are now considered a certified research enthusiast and ready to do learning task number 2. Yan. So, Tutor Arlene, ano nga ba ang ating learning task number 2?
Okay, meron mo tayo. So, for the direction for our task number 2, craft an outline of your topic and research agenda using the table given. Okay, so yung discuss nyo, okay, you can now make your topic or agenda. Yan. So, mag-draft na kayo ngayon.
Learner researchers namin, kayo naman ang gumawa ng inyong research agenda. And pwede ninyo siyang i-send sa amin through this link. Pwede ninyong i-capture ang link natin and then i-send niyo ang inyong mga sagot na titignan at check namin ni Tutor Arlene so that next episode, titignan namin kung how well na ba ang inyong understanding sa naging topic natin for this day. Okay, so Tutor Arlene, yan. Na-unlock na rin pala natin ang learning objective number 3 natin. Yan, to prepare or plan for a possible use. Yan. Galing naman. So, good job na naman pala sila, Tutor Arlene. Meron na naman silang task to completer batch. Napakahuhusay talaga nila. Yan. Congratulations sa ating mga learner researchers. And keep on participating, mga learner researchers, so that we will be having our level 1 masaliksik batch. Yan. In every task po, in every episode na inyong matatapos, bibigyan po namin kayo ni Tutor Arlene ng badge. So we are in the level 1, the masaliksik badge. So congratulations to you, our dear learner researchers, for having yung ating first badge dito sa 3 Eyes. Okay. Yan. So, ito po pala ang aming mga references ni Tutor Arlene. Yan. So, pwede rin po ninyo itong gamitin as your reference if you are now planning, lalo na po at patapos na ang inyong mga sa tingin kong title or topic, outline na kayo with the help of Tutor JJ sa ating practical research mod. So pwede naman tayo ngayon mag-proceed doon sa ating full bloom na mga research talaga. So again, we are using itong ating modules coming from the central office. And yan, tatapos na naman ang ating episode, Tutor Arlene. So remember, upang ang ating kaalaman ay maging siksik, umaapaw at hitik, tayo ay manuliksik. Again, I'm your Tutor Tina.
Manuliksik.